Do you know every human being has equal rights? We should project and respect these rights.
Did you know that people will leave their country and go to other countries should be protected by law?
Do you know that every person should have access to the same economic rights? The educated should be able to have a job.
Do you know laws and orders must give equal opportunities and rights to everyone?
Do you know that 69 million children under the age of 5 will accomplish lesotho lives due to preventive causes?
17% of health and social care workers are women. Women grow up to 80% of the world's staple crops.
But women and girls are 10% more likely to go hungry. 150 million people could be lifted out of hunger if female farmers had equal resources.
Achieving social justice requires the empowerment of women and girls by establishing gender equality in all spheres of life. In 2021, the world experienced the highest number of intentional homicides in the past 2 decades.
Ongoing and new violent conflicts around the world are derailing the global path to peace and achievement of Goal 16. Alarmingly, the year 2022 witnessed a more than 50% increase in conflict-related civilian deaths. Structural injustices, inequalities, and emerging human rights challenges are putting peaceful and inclusive societies further out of reach. To meet Goal 16 by 2030, action is needed to restore trust and to strengthen the capacity of institutions to secure justice for all and facilitate peaceful transitions to sustainable development.
Did you know that if you cannot wash your hands, your resistance to infection disease decreases?
Did you know that if we don't keep the water clean, our water will be destroyed in the future? Please do not pollute the water.
Water is one fundamental component of life and is necessary for our survival.
Did you know that 4 billion people lack the access to basic sanitation?
Did you know that if we do not keep the weather clean, there will be water scarcity?
Did you know that if we don't keep the environment clean, it will affect global warming in the future?
Did you know that it's possible to generate electricity from body heat with a system in Parliament in the Switzerland? The body heat of passengers on the train is converted into hot water and applied again to help the train.
Because of plastic waste, there is a huge floating garbage pile called Eighth Continent in the Pacific Ocean.
Scientists have identified 415 dead zones worldwide. That's about the same size as United Kingdom.
Do you know that 22% of world's population struggles with multidimensional poverty?
A quarter of humanity lives without electricity.
Did you know that in 2021 there are estimated to be 150 million people who doesn't have any home?
Did you know that water regulates the Earth's temperature?
Studies show 3% of all deaths worldwide are related to unsafe or inadequate water, sanitation, and hygiene.
There are 2.2 billion children in the world, and 1 billion of them live in poverty.
There has been a decrease of more than % in preventable child deaths worldwide since 1999 problems and inequality in access to health services still continue.
Its target is a promise to answer the problems of mothers and children, to end HIV/AIDS, malaria, tuberculosis, and other dangerous, reliable resource.
The aim is to maintain universal access to health, safe, affordable, and effective medicines and vaccines at every stage.
Quality education. Although the rate of children attending school has highlighted growth rights, rural and recreational disparities unfortunately still persist.
Do you know that our planet is running out of resources? It means that we need to change our consumption habits.
Food waste is another sign of overconsumption. Do you know that 931 million tons of food is wasted a year despite a huge number of the global population going hungry?
Do you know how to change the way we produce and consume? We need improvements and rescue efficiency. Government need to implement regulations to support the environment.
Let's start with 2 simple ways to solve the problem. First, reduce your waste. Second, be thoughtful about what you buy and choose a sustainable option.
You know that public transportation does not even account for 10% of the environmental damage caused by car in traffic.
Do you know that several millions of hectares of productive land is degraded every year around the world?
Do you know that the fundamental shift in humanity's relationship with nature is essential?
Do you know that biodiversity is essential for sustainable development?
You know that you can easily protect a forest by reducing the use of paper, for example, avoid printing.
You know that you can easily protect a terrestrial ecosystem by recycling metal, plastic and all electronics?
Do you know that escalating deforestation poses severe threats to people and the planet?
Did you know roads, communication networks, water and sewage networks, and electricity is not sufficient in many developing countries? For example, approximately 15 billion people cannot benefit from regular telephone service. The development of new industries and their focus on sustainability will increase our living standards and positively affect the environment we all live in. Please, let's take action.
Do you know that the climate change is a real and undeniable threat to our civilization?
Hunger can significantly impact public health and may result in long-term consequences.
Unfortunately, hunger is a common side effect of war, conflicts, and political warfare.
Nearly 1 in 10 people of all around the world go to bed hungry each night.
45% of child deaths worldwide are due to hunger.
526 million hungry people live in Asia.
Climate change impacts human health in both direct and indirect ways.
Warmer temperature over time are changing weather patterns and disrupting the usual balance of nature. This poses many risks to human beings and other forms of life on Earth.
We can join the effort to fight climate change.
We can improve livelihoods naturally.